All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's training, uh, day three of our final class on project management analytics, performance management system, and projects reporting. So today we're not going to take much time because today is the last day of the training. I want us to take note that your instructor, no matter what it is, your instructor will only always give you 50% of everything. 50% in the sense that both his knowledge, practical and theoretical knowledge, is 50%. The remaining 50% is tied in your hands, is laid in your hands. How do you get that 50%? If you study the material, you practice what has been taught, that is 20% for you. Then if you now practice it in real time, if you face a real life project and you use the same uh, method that your instructor use during the course of the training, that's another 50, that's 30%, that makes 100%. And when you continue doing it over time, you become a professional, because the major thing is to give you the foundation, which is the basic. That is what I have done in this training. So the remaining 50% is you know is in your hand. So that is just on that note. So today we will be concluding our class by drafting an S curve. Uh, so that is just what we'll do. Let me just show us pretty much what we'll do. This is just what we'll do. This is what we'll do, right? We have to we have to bring out this data from Primavera PCs and start doing the calculation in Excel, right? This is what we'll do. So let me just quickly hide this sheet and start to recreate it from the beginning. So let me just come here. Hide. Okay, this is what we did yesterday. We did the PMS, the progress measurement system. Okay, and I hope it's very clear on how to build this application. Formulas are involved. So this is just the application based on our the ultramodern building construction project. So this is the progress measurement system for it. Look how beautiful it is. And I taught us how to get different metrics. There are metrics you look out for: your activity ID, activity name, original duration, baseline project start, actual start, baseline project finish, actual finish, right? Percent complete. This is one you'll be working with. You'll be adding the percent, you know, as the more you add. If it's 50% or 30% you add it to just as you progress. Then this is the man hour. Like I told us, the man hour you must multiply. Man hour is 8 hours in a day. Multiply by your duration, then convert it, right? 8 hours times your duration will give you that man hour for that particular activity. So 8 hours each day, 8 hours each day multiplied by you know by the total number of days. So that's how we got that man hour. And I also taught us how to get our weight. You know, divide your through your man hour and the overall, right? Divide the overall, the sum total. Divide your man hour each with the sum total. You arrive the weight of each activity. The same thing is applies to this aspect. Still the same thing. Decimal representation of your man hour. This is it. Then the cumulative, I taught us that how to get it. So now we move to the business of today, which is SCOV, which is I'll make sure I don't take much time. Make sure the class is it won't be longer like other days. Okay, let me just open up my PCs. It's coming up. Okay. Okay, so we open our projects again. Open up projects. After that is done, like I said, I'm not going to take much of our time today. This is just what I'm just teaching us is the basics of data analytics. Analytics is a career path that one can take his throughout his whole lifetime to pursue. You know, you have that advantage as a project manager to learn the basic of it. You're good with it. The basic of data analytics, you're good with it. So that's just what we're doing because you must analyze your data and you must report your progress. So after you open your projects, the next thing to do is to, that day in the primavera class, what we did, we assigned resources to all those tasks. We created resources. That means the personnel, and we attach it to.
Hello, hello,
Yeah, I can hear you.
hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
There is something I would have love you to just help us for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
This assigning resources, because when I was going through the video, this side of the that discussion of that day, just you didn't conclude, maybe because of network. So these assign resources, I actually tried several things. It's not working. I know I don't want to take you back, but I don't know if it's possible. Just through a little light, that would be okay for us.
Okay, that would be
Because I'm able to do everything I've done. Apart from, I've also been able to create the resources. I've done everything, but to assign it, that's where the thing just,
okay. That
it's like I'm making mistake. I don't know.
that will be after this class. This section, because this video is on record,
Okay,
and
go ahead. No
and
problem.
it will be posted on YouTube. So for our new subscribers, please click the notification button, and whenever a video like this comes up, you'll be the first to be notified. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, click the subscribe button, and as well like, comment, and share. So, like I said, after this class, I will teach you about that aspect of assigning resources. But just let's just progress because today's class is all about S curve. Yesterday we did PMS. So our S curve is we draw our S curve data from the PMS, right? So this is what we did yesterday. We extract this program of work, right? And then created a progress measurement system. So what we do today now is to draw that same data, right, which is the resource data. Yesterday, if you look carefully, how we got most of this. Please, you can mute your mic. You can mute your mic. You can mute your mic. So yesterday, if you look carefully, how we got most of this. Uh, please, you can mute your mic, please. Mute your mic, please. Please mute your mic, please. Please mute your mic. Engineer Josiah, please mute your mic. Okay. Engineer Promise, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Are you there?
Okay, so
Okay. So if you look carefully yesterday, I taught us how to get our man hour. The man hour is multiplied by the duration. Where is it? Okay, this is it. Multiplied by the duration that the days, the number of days for each activity. So that number of days, that man hour is what the resource personnel is going to work. How am I going to put it? That man hour is what the resource personnel will spend on each activity depending on the days. 8 hours in a day, that's what the resource personnel normally use for each activity. So if it is 3 days activity, you know that 8 times 3, that is just that. If it is 2 days activity, 8 times 2, which gives you 16. So that's how it is. So how do we get the man hour? We come here, resource assignment, we click resource assignment, then look at what it is. Resource assignments, these are the man hour for each work package. However, what we just need is the cumulative budgeted units. That's what we need. So look at it here. Um, coming budgeted units. Okay. So this is just what it is. The budgeted units. This is 8 hours. On Saturday, we did 5 hours Saturday. Saturdays are 5 hours, 5 hours work. Then normal day from Monday to Friday is 8 hours. This is just what it is. Look at it very carefully. So what we'll just pick, our concentration is the cumulative, right? So pick the cumulative man hour for this project. And then you agree with me, everything here is about 70 weeks. If you look carefully, if you come down to that means um from June 30, 2023 to November 1st, 2024 is about 70 weeks. You can do the calculation on your own. But however, as we start working on this right now, it will be clear. So let me go back to the resource assignment. Like I said, I don't want to take our time today. So what we'll do here now, we're working on just the cumulative. So we come to this edit, select all, right? Then Control C to pick everything. Come down to our Excel sheet. You open, then you paste. You paste your data. So take note of what I'm doing, please. Take note of what I'm doing. Um, okay. So this is what it is. You remember I said it's November 1st. That's the end date. November 1st. And if you check now, Primavera PCs also activity. Look at what we have here. Finish date 1st of November 2024. And the start date is 30th of June 2023. So you will see that there is corresponding. So 1st of November, that is the finish date 2024. Then the start date for this is 30th of June, right? 2023. So what we now do here, I want to teach us how to get the cumulative. Then from the principle of getting the cumulative, you can also walk through to get each subsection of this activity, right? So that is just what it is. So let me pick from I'm working on the budgeted units, which is the cumulative, this here, over here. So I pick from here and okay. Take notes. This is the budgeted units. That's the overall cumulative overall. Instead of picking, I mean the single activities, I have to pick the cumulative man hour over time. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay. Okay. So this is the end date. What I do next is to Control C. I'll copy. I'll come here and I'll paste it here. Paste. Let me name this raw data. Raw raw data. And I'll title this the S curve. So once I'm done with that, let me expand into okay. I think I'm good with that. Okay, that's fine. Let me push it down. Insert, push it down. So this here this spreadsheet field should be date. Do it as date. So budgeted units. So the next thing to do now is to remove the hours, the H, and then so because we'll convert these hours to percentage. We'll convert it to percentage. You remember how I got this man hour is from the PMS, because I told us 8 hours we multiplied to man hour 8 hours each activity, 8 hours each activity, 8 hours each activity. So that is what it is. The one you saw 5 hours was Friday, was on Saturday. So I'll come to find page, please. Oh, sorry. Replace all. Okay, so I've removed that H. So that is done. The next thing to do is to this is date. The next thing to do right now is to okay. Let me sum up everything that I have here. Take note that this date here is this is Sunday. That's why it's empty. This is Sunday. Let's assume Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? And we say Saturday is I'll call it 5 hours, and this is Sunday. Remember that. Take note of that. And our data is cumulative. So cumulative of everything, all the activities. Okay, let me just do sum up so I can start working to convert it to percentage. Remember, it's hours, we are converting to percent. So I come here, equal sign, sum up, sum up everything. Sum them up. About 70 weeks. Get 70 weeks here. Okay, so we'll stop here, and this is what we have. Let me bold it. To decimal, and let me color it. Then let me change the font size. So that is done. The next thing to do is to now the baseline. This is the budgeted units, and let me work on the baseline planned value. I'll call this baseline PV in percentage. So it must be converted to percent. So what I'll do here is this divided by the planned units, overall planned units, and I'll get this. I have to convert this to percentage. Remember, percentage and two decimals, yes. So once that is done, okay. So I have to drag down, drag down, drag down. Everything should be 100%, 100%, just like we did in our PMS. It should be 100%. Okay, so 13%. So let me do the cumulative. This is just the baseline. Then the cumulative. Sorry, cumulative uh, plan plan value. There's a P. Let me just put it. Let me just put it PV. Percent. So that means to say this equal to this. So I will now sum them up equal to this plus this. So there I go again. This is the cumulative plan value. Remember, so I should be able to get 100% the cumulative. Today's class, I won't take our time. I should be able to get 100% of the cumulative plan value. Okay, you can see that now it's 100%. Meanwhile, let me hide this guy. Okay, so. Okay, so once that is done, the next thing to do again is actual end value EV cents. Then I also have my cumulative relative end value. Cumulative actual cents. So that is done. Let me still bring this down. Insert down. So here, let me just use the same format. Should in case it's the same format all through. Percentage. Remember, we converted our budgeted units, which is the man hour, to percent. Okay, so that is done. So once that is done, the next thing for me to do, let me just add so okay, let's start. This is Sunday. This is Sunday. Sunday. Remember the empty space there is Sunday. Okay. So this is Sunday. Um this is one this is 1 week, week one. Take note of that. Week one, week week one. So this is another Sunday. Let me just do it bit by bit. Sunday. So this week two. No, this week two. Week two. This space here is another Sunday because we assume we are working 6 days in a week. That's what it is. So this is week three. Week three. So this is another Sunday. This is week 4. Week 4. Let me just move faster. I will leave that move faster. Week 4. Let me just move faster. This is 5. So this week 6. 6. Let me just do this week 6. 7. So here we have it's up to week 70. It's long. Here we have week 8. Here we have. I'll come to fill in this space later on, but let me just quickly. And let me just week 2. Is Angela Mike in this class? No, is Angela Mike in this class? Just it's long. Week what? 17. Let me see. Oh, let me just call them all through. I just want to be fast. Later, I'll add up that. Let me cut it. Okay. Next Sunday. Okay. Let me cut this one. And let me go and fill up the rest of week 16, week 17, week 18, 19, week 20, week 21, week 22, week 3, week 25, Sunday, week 26, week 27, week 28, week 20, week 30, week 31, week 32, week 34, week 35, week 36, week 37, eight. Okay, we continue from here. Week 38. Let me cut this. Let me cut this. Okay, this is the last, but not the least. So cut it. Mr. Sunday. Where did we stop? Week what? All right. So week 38, week 39, Sunday, week 40, Sunday, week 41, Sunday, week 42, Sunday, week 43, Sunday, week 44, Sunday, week 45, Sunday, week 46, Sunday, week 47, Sunday, week 48, Sunday, week 49, Sunday, week 50, Sunday, week 51, Sunday, week 52, Sunday, week 53, Sunday, week 54, Sunday, week 55, Sunday, week 56, Sunday, week 57, Sunday, week 58, Sunday, week 59, Sunday, week 60. Put us at about 70 weeks. Week 61, Sunday, week 62, Sunday, week 63, Sunday week 6, Sunday week 6 5, Sunday week 6 6, Sunday 6 7, Sunday 6 8. Please, who is that? Off your mic. Sunday week 6 9, Sunday. This is the last week, week 70. Yeah. So that is that. The next thing to do is now to beautify.
Sorry, I know. I understand what you've done so far. To that is how you got the budget unit, how you got the baseline, and uh, the baseline value. That's all those cumulative. I
Mm,
understand how you got them. That is a planned value and the baseline value. But what I would just want to ask is just simple thing.
okay.
How did you click from the project from the Primavera to highlight all before you paste it on the on this Excel?
Okay. It's very easy.
Just that.
It's very easy.
Uh-huh.
You come to your resource assignments. Eh?
Yeah.
Then you come to this edit, select all, then you copy. Do you understand? Once you copy it,
Okay.
you come to your Excel. This is the raw data. Like I told us, we are working with the cumulative, not individual. We're working with the cumulative of
Yeah. Yeah.
everything. Cumulative of
Yeah.
everything you're seeing here is what is captured,
Yeah.
is what is captured in this first line. Eh? The cumulative of everything is what
Yeah.
is captured in that first. So that's what we're working with. So once you do that, you copy it and you create a new sheet. Then you paste. Then you start working on it. You now convert that budget, that unit budget unit per time. You convert it to percentage, and if you convert it to percentage, the cumulative you're supposed to have in cumulatively you're supposed to have 100%, because if you look at our PMS here, okay, if you look at our PMS, you know it's 100%. This is what we just tested everything. It's 100%. So your S curve, because that PM, that the S curve data is as well as the same thing what we got from our PMS. So your S curve data is gotten from your PMS. Those 8 hours, those man hour I multiplied. Look at it here. You know, in the man hour I multiply by
Mhm.
8. Where is that man hour?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm coming. Okay, this is it. I multiply by 8 to get this particular. I multiply by, look at the 8 hours times these 3 days. Do you understand?
Mm.
So I multiply by eight.
Yeah.
It's still the same equivalent to what we have here, because 8 hours, then cumulatively, 8 hours each day. This is what we have here. Look at
Mm.
it, 8 hours. The reason why
Yeah.
we have 5 hours here because it's on Saturday. You know, Saturday we still work 5 hours. If you look at the Primavera pieces,
Uh,
uh
yeah.
so, and if you remember, we're working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 hours. Then Saturday is
Mm.
5 hours. Cumulatively,
Yeah.
cumulatively, if you add everything, this is what it will result to 88, 55. Everybody, civil department, all the whole scope of work as all the scope of work as captured in the PC schedule. If you add all
Mm.
everything together, because we're working 8 hours, but if you want to do 10 hours per day, because we put 8 hours budgeted units per time, that's why it's like this. That's why 8 hours. If you want to do 10 hours per day, it will also reflect. That means we'll not pick the cumulative man hour for each for the whole program. That's what this place entails. So once that is done, then you see you can be able to do your calculation. You now convert this hour. If you copy from this side, you control C, you click, you paste it in a new spreadsheet. Then what should now happen here is
Mm.
you convert this budgeted units into percentage. Do you understand? Once how do you
Okay.
you, you convert
Okay.
into percentage? First of all, you have to sum up the whole of this budgeted units
I understand. I
cumulative.
understand those. I
Cumulative.
understand the rest of the things.
Okay, cumulatively, once you do that, you now convert
Mm-hmm.
because you are reporting on based on percentage. So baseline percent. So the cumulative planned value, which is the baseline planned
Mm.
value in percentage, is supposed to be 100. And if you look at it here, it's 100. If you look at it here, it's
Yeah.
100% complete, 100%. So we are now working to meet up to this 100%. And the
Yeah.
project, if you look at what we have here in the project, it is 70 weeks. 70
Mm.
weeks. That is what it is. If you look at, we are ending zero on the 1st of November 2024, and we are starting 30th of June 2023. Right? So if you come down here, you will discover that we are ending 1st of November 2024. That is, if you calculate everything together, it will sum up to 70 weeks. That means
Okay.
from 30th of June 2023 to this date, it's about 70 weeks because we agreed that we are not
Yeah.
working on Sunday. That's why you see this
Okay.
empty space here based on the data I picked from Primavera. So that is just on that. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very well.
Okay. So because I said we need to do something, I showed us something early enough. Let me unhide something. So I showed us this S curve that I already created. So it's still the same thing. The same thing. What we have, you see that now. But I need to do the same paint formatting. So let me take this. I need to do the same paint formatting. So I'll copy instead of so I don't waste our time. Sorry. Okay. Um. Let me click it. So sorry. So let me copy this. Okay. So that is just what I want to do. Instead of wasting our time, and then let me do the same thing here. Also. Okay. Okay. So that's just it. Let me hide this again. So that is just it. This is Sunday. This is Saturday. And this is Friday. So the project started on Friday. How do I know this? If you come down to your Primavera P6, you see that when is it? When is 30th of? Let's see. Okay. So the 30th of June is on Friday. You see that now? Are we seeing it? So 30th of June is Friday. That's why I put Friday here. And Saturday you're working. Sunday we are not working. Right? So that's just it. Okay. So what needs to do now is to make control P. So let me just make a table. Okay, so I'm gonna click here. Next. So I'm good. So I'm done with this. Now let me go back to our not that. Okay. So let me title this PMS. PMS. So let's assume, let's assume that let me put this 0%. Let me just, is it complete? Yeah. Let me just put it 0% or true. Let me put here 0% also. Let me put here 0% also. Yeah. So let me put here 0% also. Let me put here also 0%. So 0% also. So I want to turn everything to 0% and tell you how to use that S curve. Then we'll call it a day for today. So let's assume 0%. Okay. So this is 0%. This is 0%. No, 0%. Even if this is 0%, it doesn't affect. So let's say we have here, there's something I've not adjusted again. Oh, something wrong somewhere. I'm supposed to have 10% here. I'm supposed to have 10% here. Let me, okay. I'm supposed to have 10% here. Some of this. No. This. This. Two. Three. Okay. Okay. So it's now balanced. So we have here 0%. Let's assume that remember we're working, we're gonna be this the data that is here is still the same thing that we're representing here, we're reporting. So we're gonna be using this to do our reports. Hold on please. Okay, so how do we use this S curve from our PMS? We assume that today they've already started the project planning. Let's assume project planning is about 50% complete. Then yeah, let's say 50% complete, and then 50% complete, and then 50% complete, and here we have also 50% complete, right? So let's say for the day, this is what we achieved that day, right? Whatever it is you achieve based on weekly basis, you pick it from this. Look at what we have here, 6%, right? We have 6% there. So we'll come here. We have 6% there. We'll come here. We add it. Let's say what we earn. Our earn value has to do with what we have earned. Remember, we add here 6%. Then cumulatively, you know how to get the cumulative. Then just that way, right? And if we come here again, maybe probably what we get in this aspect also after we've already gotten 50%, maybe um site clearer and grading, we get about, let's say, 20%, 20%, and the demolition is about 30%. Now we have to look at what we have gotten to report our SCOV. This is 7%, right? So what we now do is come to this end here. We put here, okay, 7%. That means 7%, that's what we got. 7%. Now to get the cumulative, you sum it up. This plus this 13%. That means if you look at it very well, 13%, that means if you look at, we are doing well. Cumulative planned value, we are expected to get 3%, and we are getting
Hello,
13%.
hello.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I have to interject. I think for us to have overall of 7% there, what I expected us to have in value in this Saturday's one is supposed to be 1%
I'm just
to
showing.
make the cumulative
Yes. No, no, no.
to make cumulative to be 7%. Sorry.
I'm just. Hold
Okay,
on. I'm just doing
okay,
this for example. You sometimes you
okay,
can have more than what you plan. That's the truth.
okay.
You have
No
sometimes you
problem.
can have above your plan. Whatever you plan, you can have above. That is profit for you. What you earn is above what you plan. Is a nice workflow. You plan to get a job of 3.04%, and you now later achieve, you know 7%. Cumulatively, you look at it, 13%. It's good as it starts. Remember, as this is the project, because there's tendency that some certain activities can be delayed. Do you understand? That is how it is. So you just do that way, and then from there, let me do this, pick the dates, then let me draw out the curve. This is what I want to do. Oh, no. um, I'm coming. So this is what I want to do. Or let me do this. This is very, very okay. Okay, let me do this. um Cumulative baseline plan be 100%, and cumulative, let me go to insert, recommend. Oh, it's not showing faults. That's one of the challenge sometimes. It's not showing faults. That's one of the challenge sometimes. I just want to pick out the graph. Then once I pick out the graph, then from there you'll be seeing your results over time. Then pick this. This. It's not compulsory to balance the percentage as your end value. Whatever you earn, you put it there. Whatever you earn, you put it there. Don't try to balance, because as time goes on, they are going to be dragging. I mean, your activity is going to be, you know, going to be dragging back. Sometimes you're not going to meet up to the percentage as planned. So you just leave it the way it is. Whatever you earn, you put. Whatever you earn, you put. Whatever you earn, you compute and put and add it. So it has to do with logical reasoning again. Okay. I pray it shows up. What is happening? What is happening? The maximum number of data series per chart is 225. What's happening? Okay, let me just pick dates first of all. I need to show my data and show the my plan and end value, plan value and end value. Okay, cumulative plan, which is about 200%. Okay, okay. So let me see. Oh, good, very very good. So we pick this line charts, or you can come to this line charts. Let's see. Which chart? Let me use this line chart. So let me use this line chart. Line charts. So I'm good with line charts. So this is what it is here. This is what it is here. So the next thing to do is just to edit. Let me check if the fonts. Let me just leave it this way. Let me just edit. Turn this to 100%. Okay. So this one is just to edit a chart. Weight, size, property, height. Okay. What is that? Is located in necessary. Okay, let me just leave this way. Just leave it. So this is just what it is. Just leave it this way. So remember, whatever you put here, let's say today you make about 2%. Your target is 3%, and you're getting 1.1% here. Eh? Watch this line. Watch this. Watch this. Take note of your cumulative actual. It's represented here in orange color. Why the cumulative plan, what you've planned already is 100%. Look at it. Look at touching 100% bar here. Hmm? So that is it. This 100%, this cumulative plan is hitting the 100% line. Why this one is this green, this orange cumulative actual is working through to meet up to this line. You look at it now, you discover that we made it. Well, in fact, we're making much progress from the start line, right? So let's say in this end value now we have about 1%. So let's do the, for instance, right, plus this. You see now we have 14%. We're making much, progress. Look at how it's going. And if you come here, maybe you make about zero, that activity that day, you make about 0.2%. If you come here, you this plus this, you see to be moving gradually. And let's assume we are still making huge progress based on this is our target. Cumulative actual and cumulative plan is 4.91%, and we are ending up getting 14%, 14.20% cumulative actual. That's a huge progress. You understand? So if you come here again, let's say our targets for July 4th is about let's say we make about 1% that day. If you sum it up together with this 15%, that is huge. We are still on course. Look at this line. Look at this cumulative actual. You can see how it's moving gradually. Take note of that line. And if we and July 5th, we're expected to make about 8.66%, and we now did our end value then was about let's see, let's leave it as a so 0.90%. 0.90% that day. If we do the cumulative end value, we will discover that okay, we are still on course. Look at what it is. We are still in line, 16%. And this July 6th, we're expected to make about 10%, uh, 10.42% of um, that's what is planned, right? That's what we're supposed to hit. We're supposed to hit that number. But let's see, we now made about let's still leave it at um 0.90 again, and then you now add it up plus this 17%. You discover that you're still doing well, right? Look at this line. So in a session, okay, whereby now we have here 7th of July 2023, we now still did let's say 1% of job that day. We do this add it up just together 18%. You discover that we are still doing well. Look at the line. Is above the plan. Is above the plan. That means is we are doing well. We are doing well. Is above the plan. Then you look at this aspect also, where we're expected to have a achieve a job of about 13.10%, which is cumulative planned. We now did um 0.0 on that day. We now did 0.1%, right? If now do the cumulative actual of that work for that day, this is what we got, 18. You discover that we're doing well. You see that we are still doing well. This is the line, the cumulative end value, the cumulative actual end value. So this is it in percentage. If you come in this aspect also, Sunday, of course, Sunday is no, we don't do anything on Sunday, nothing on Sunday. So Sunday is a free day. So we'll come to this aspect, and let me just still here the same thing. This one also the same thing. Now let me reduce this one to, let's say, 6. Let me see, no, let me say 4. Okay. And let me say 2. Let me leave it at 2%. Okay. So now, same thing. So here, remember Sunday, you're not working on Sunday. So that's why um this Saturday and Sunday is the same thing, because we're not working on, we assume that we're not working on Saturday, on Sunday. Otherwise, I would have removed this Sunday, but I just had to put it there. Then on Monday here, we're expected to get about 14.42. That's what we have planned. So let's say, for instance, we now got our end value is about 1%, 1%, and then if you do the cumulative, that's 15. You look at our chart, you see what it is. So if you want to now do your weekly reports, you now weekly, that means this is for week one. You can now report based on week one. This is where it stops. Week one, we have about 14.20%. That's when you now report week. Let's remove this for instance. So this is week one. You want to report your week. This is your week one report. 14.20%. This is what it is in the charts. This is just what it is in the charts, right? So you can now report weekly that on this week for this project, this is what we're able to do based on what you have been adding in this PMS. There's no time to start adding that and make it more realistic, but just that is just the scope, how you work with it. So you'll be imputing your percentage as achieved, as completed, just imputing it one by one. If it is 10%, you put it 10%. So that is how it is. You add it. Once you do that, you make sure you check this overall, because this overall is what you're going to be using. This overall is what going to be you're going to be using to work with this your SCOF table. So you will see the chart here. So this week, this is what you report. You report on this particular. Say this project overall. This is what we're able to get overall. This is the S curve of the project. This is it. So you're able to get about 14, although it was the planned value was then supposed to be 13.10%. So you ended up getting 14.20%, which is very good of you. Do you understand? Which is very, very good of you. You end up getting 14.20%, right? So that is just that. This is what you've planned, cumulative planned, 13%, 13.10% for week one, and you are getting 14.20%. That's a huge progress. That is a huge progress. I hope that is clear. Any question?
I think it's okay.
Okay, so this is just what it is. This is just what it is. So what I did is just to give us the foundation. Like I said, every instructor or teacher will always give out 50%. No matter how it is, I cannot teach you um how to do the work when you're doing the work. I can always teach you how to do the work, you know, before you get into the work. I don't know if you understand that what I just what I said now. I will teach you how to do the work before you get the job. Not when you got the job, I will not start teaching you the job. I might not be there. So I'll give you 50%. That means everything, both theory aspect, both practical aspect. It is now left for you to practice what you practice, what I've taught you people now. If you put into practice, you make research about how to manipulate data, about data analytics, manipulate data, then you discover that you end up getting 20% for yourself. Then if you now have a real life project and apply these things, that's when the 30% can be completed. That means ended up getting 50% plus my 50%, that's 100%. So that is how to grow in this thing. So what I just gave you guys now is just the foundation. And if you work with it, you'll discover that you'll be better than what you are right now. So that is just it. Any other question, please? Any other question? Any other question?
Yeah, if it's based on this in the this data analysis, I don't think. Well, we need to practice it, and then when you send
The file.
the video, when you send the video, we can now practice more. I think I followed you up in this on this.
Okay.
I don't know of others.
All right. What about engineer Chimaobi?
I'm on transit too, but when I go through it, I will understand. But I'm still on transit. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, no problem. So this is the end of
Yeah.
today's. This is the end of today's class. I didn't see engineer Michael here today. Maybe I'll later I'll send him everything. So this is the end of. You can off your mic. So this is the end of today's class. I wish you people the best. Make sure you do your practice and study more of the materials I have already given to you guys so that you can improve your capacity and capability in this aspect of analyzing project data. It is not easy in the start in the first instance, but as you keep practicing it to become easier. That's how it is. It will not be easy. There's a lot of errors, but so long as you keep practicing, you'll become more better. So that's just that on that note. So thank you very much. This is the end of today's class. I wish you people, you guys, the best. Thank you.